Woo! Woo! Hello everyone. So this video is running a bit late, I guess, because I was kind of putting it off because there was a lot more to edit for this one, fixing audio, that kind of stuff, and also I was busy. Then I got sick, so I've only just recently posted another video after almost like a month off because I was just mostly recovering from a flu, and it was a pretty bad one going around, etc, etc. But yeah, so if you didn't already know, if you saw one of the videos that I posted around a little while back, basically I was showing how to use modeling chocolate because I've made it a long time ago and failed, and I really wanted to make it right, and I thought it'd be interesting to share the experience with you guys. So there's a video that shows completely basically just about how to do two basic modeling chocolate, white and also dark chocolate, relatively soft ones, and how to sort of make it from scratch, to how to handle it, how to make it into a rose, and sort of using gold dust to color it, etc. It was mostly originally just going to be the video on showing how to make it, and then the rose part kind of came in as an extra practice for me because I've not really done that either, and it came hand in hand when a friend was offering me if I would like to just make a cake for their church event, and I thought, well, I was about to make something for like layered cake for, or tiered cake for the 100 subscribers when it does come around, and I thought this would be a great excuse to kind of do a practice run, and just, you know, get more experience with that because I've not really done tiered cakes before, and there is quite a lot of stuff to learn in that area. So, you know, I thought it'd be really fun. So this video is basically showing you about, I guess, in a way, my experiences and a little bit of sort of insight into what it'd be like making a very simple sort of two-tiered cake for slightly larger occasions if you were going to have something like that, or if you were having a small wedding, etc, and you just wanted to keep it very simple. This is just two-tiered cakes. Things that get a bit taller, sort of three-tiered cakes, can still use similar techniques, but depending on the type and how heavy your cake is, you may need to switch up some of the techniques into something a little bit more complex. But generally this will work for most simple sort of sponges and fillings and like small tiered cakes. So with this cake, I basically started with a sheet cake of the same cake recipe, and then a slightly bigger baked actual round pan of cake. The measurements are obviously down here, and they would all be in the blog link below for the recipe if you want the details. And then I basically cut the cakes into I basically used a small cake cutter, cookie cutter. I basically used a cookie cutter of the size, diameter roughly of what I wanted for my smaller cake tier on top, and basically cut out as many layers as I need from the sheet cake. And then the other one, I basically cut off the crust, make sure it's level, and then basically divide into the layers or thickness that I wanted for each layer, so that I had the two tiers. The filling was basically really zingy lemon curd. For the cake, the theme was basically gold and white, so I had to keep it around those kind of color themes even for the flavors, I guess. But I assumed that if it's just vanilla buttercream on vanilla cake, etc, would be kind of boring, so I amped up a little bit trying to keep it within the similar sort of price range, and basically made it not only vanilla flavored with lots of vanilla beans, but also yogurt as the base for the cake, so it's a kind of a nice yogurt cake that originates from France, and then had lemon curd filling and vanilla bean inside the Italian meringue buttercream. So a lot of really good things that I've made before all compacted into one, and I kept it really simple with just buttercream frosting on the outside, smoothed out really smoothly, and then just trying to think of ways to jazz it up a little bit. So I told them they could use a little bit of gold ribbon if they had any to sort of seal away the parts that were exposed from where the cake connects to the board, etc. I made them some Swiss meringue that were baked into little kiss shapes, dusted with a little bit of gold as well. And then obviously you have the gold roses, gold roses made from the modeling chocolate, and they were all assembled with the straws, the board, and the two tiers were separate, so that was easy to carry. And then basically at the location they would assemble it as they like. I do have a final picture of like how it was assembled, but I think the direction wasn't quite facing the right way as I would have wanted to do it, but because I wasn't there and it wasn't really my cake to deal with at the end, I kind of just let them have fun with it, and really it was up to them. As long as they were happy, then it didn't really matter. Yeah, so all in all it was a really successful first attempt, so yeah, and I think it was pretty cool trying out all the techniques, and it was a lot simpler if well planned than I imagined for something like this. So if you're interested in seeing how everything really panned out in video form, check out the video and see the kind of things that happened in the making of this cake.